In this video, I'm going to show you how to use GlobiFlow to automate a lot of the processes, like matching up leads that are newly entered into the system to a county, and then match that county to a buyer so you can send out an email automatically every time you get a lead in. Now, I have to do a few things in Podio to prepare for this, just to cover a few quirks in GlobiFlow, because GlobiFlow only likes certain types of fields. So the first thing I did was I created a county and zips app that stores all the county and zip information for New Jersey. I have an Excel file that lists all the zip codes and counties in the United States that, if you're interested in, so you can quickly import that into an app in Podio. Just let me know and I'll send that to you. I'll even have a link where you can download that as well. So this is basically simple. It has the county code, zip, it's the city information, but at this point all we're interested in is the county and the zip. And then next we have to go into the buyers app and then modify the template a little bit, because GlobiFlow doesn't like category fields for what we have to do here in terms of looking for a value, because we'll be looking for the county where the lead matches up to. So we have to add a text field where the buyer buys in, and we also have to make it a single line field. It will not work with a multi-line field. So we're done. Now set up this buyer just to test things out. We call it Bergen, Middlesex, Mercer, Essex. Basically, I'm just copying what's here, just putting them in one long string, delimiting by some value. I like to use a semicolon just to break them up. So then it's okay. Close that. And now the next thing we want to do in Podio is create the relationship fields in the leads table for the county and zips. If we don't have that, then GlobiFlow will not be able to see the relationship or create a new one. So let's go into the leads, edit, modify the template. You can put this at the bottom. So we have a relationship already created for the buyers, so we're good there. Let's just name this a little bit better, buyer relationship. Now let's add a relationship for the county and the zip. County and zip. We're good there. Save. And I'll call this the county relationship. And done. So that's all we have to do with Podio, and now we can go to GlobiFlow to create the workflow. So let's go into GlobiFlow. You'll create an account. They have a free 30-day trial. After that, it'll be about $9–10 a month. And I definitely think that's worth it, even though I do not like paying monthly fees for stuff. But in this case, automating my processes and saving me time is worth $10 to me. So what you'll do is you'll go to My Flows, and now we'll go into you'll see this first, and you'll expand your organization, and here's are my workspaces. This is the workspace for tutorial. And the first thing we want to do, just to make sure we're up to date, is click on the workspace and then come down to the bottom and hit refresh from Podio. So this will refresh everything from Podio, pull in the apps that we have, and then this is where we can start creating our first GlobiFlow workflow. So what we want to do in the leads, we go into the leads, because what we want to do is when a new lead is entered into Podio, we want GlobiFlow to detect that, grab the zip code, and then look up the zip code in the county and zip table, or county and zip app, and pull out which county that zip code belongs to and create a relationship. After that, we want to take that county relationship, look in the buyers app, and pull out the buyers that work in those counties. And then after that, we will send an email to that buyer based off the email address in that buyer's record. So let's get going. So we'll add a new flow on when the item is created. So when the lead is created in Podio. So this is saying this is triggered on when a new lead is created in this app, in this workspace, in this organization. You can select other items, but for now we just want to work with the leads. So when a lead is created, what do? We want to filter it, not at this time, because we want to work with all leads. So the first action we want to do is we want to get a reference from this county and the zip code app. So we'll scroll down here to the actions until we find get reference item. In the get reference item, we want to select the app that we want to get the reference from. In this case, the first thing we want to do is get the county based off the zip. So we want to get a county zip reference. And then direction, we want to create a reference for both. We want to create a reference in the leads table for the county that the lead belongs to. We also want to create a reference in the county table, the county app, showing which leads are in that county. So let's click both. And then we don't want to do anything else. This is good the way it is. The next step is we want to search the county app, the county zip app, for the zip code that's in the lead table. So we have to find the search for item action. Minimize that. We select the app we want to search in. So that would be county and zip. Select the field we want to search, and then we want to say with the zip equal to, click this little button because we want to find the lead zip field. So now what this is saying is in the county and zips app, we want to find where zip is equal to the zip from the lead app. So that's good there. And the next step is we want to do a little sanity check, which basically means an if check to make sure that the zip code is populated in the leads table. If it's not populated, we want to end and we won't want to continue. So this is called a sanity check. And it's a simple statement where you say where the lead zip field does not equal empty string, which is just does not equal is a exclamation point and equal sign. An empty string is two double quotes next to each other. So as long as the zip field is populated with a zip code, we're going to look at the county table and find the zip code that matches that and then pull off the county record. So the last item, now that we've found the county, is to update the lead table with the new relationship. So what we're going to do is update the item, update item action, select the field. This is the county relationship. The value equals the reference to the county and zip item. All right, now the first part of this flow is done. We've referenced the county that the lead belongs to. Next, we want to reference the buyer that has a target area of the county that we just referenced. So what we do is we now get a reference. Close that. A reference to the buyers table. We also want to do a multi-directional reference. And then this is set up. Now we have the reference. Now we have to search for the buyer that belongs to that county. So search for item. I'm going to select the buyers table, the buyers app. Select field counties where it's equal to. We'll do contains, because remember we did a string of all the counties. Now we want to make this thing contain the reference item county. This reference item is the county app reference in the lead table. So we'll click that. So now that this is finding the buyer that has relationship to the county that the lead is in. Now the final step is to update the lead item with this new reference for the buyer. So update item, select the field buyer relationship, and the value equals reference buyer item. Now if you have multiple buyers that are target areas of the county that this lead is for, they will all show up as a reference, which is pretty cool. Now lastly, we want to send an email to this buyer. So we will find the action for send email. Where did you go? There we go, send email. Close this. I'm going to send the email to the buyer. So scroll down the list and the reference email. No attachments, from Scott. Reply to address. If they have any questions. Subject, new property lead. And we can also merge in the data for this property lead. We'll just put the address and the city, and then you can put your message in here. You can also merge in information here, like the address, city, state, and zip code. Now I'm interested to see if you put the map item in there, if they'll get a map in the email address. That'd be pretty cool, but I'm thinking it just prints out the address. I'll have to test that out. Good luck, Scott. And then that's it. This could get pretty complicated. I mean, I just went through one scenario and there's like 10 steps, but once you get a hang of it, it's fairly easy and straightforward, and it works very well. I haven't had any issues so far, and I am 100% behind using GlobiFlow for Podio. If you have any questions, feel free to ask by sending an email to scott@strugglinginvestor.com. Thank you.